to this week's episode of Making the Call. I am not doing a solo podcast this week. We have got 80% of the Making the Call collective here. I'm joined by Austin, Rosie, and Alex, and we have got a special episode in store for you this week. You already know what it is because you clicked on this episode, so you saw the title of it, but we're going to be ending the show with a little game of Jeopardy that Austin has prepared for us. So I'm hyped to get into that. Before we do, we will of course start with our one big headline and then we'll move on to, some NFL news and headlines. There was a quarterback benching that took place this week that it would not be right for this podcast to not discuss.
Dang it, I shouldn't have been on. Oh,
I think that's why Trent
this was a mistake.
So we will get into that and a lot more before we get into Jeopardy. But first, we will start with one big headlines, and let's start with Rosie. Why don't you kick us off?
I always go first.
Okay, fine. Alex, how about you kick us off?
I honestly didn't think I was going to be on this segment.
All right, Austin, kick us off.
I'll go.
I was just going to.
All right, so if you are listening on Wednesday, then that means that the college football playoff rankings dropped yesterday. If you're tuning in live, they dropped an hour ago. And so this is my first look at them. I have not looked at them, but it looks like the top 5 remain unchanged with Oregon, Ohio State, Texas, Penn State, and the Indiana Hoosiers rounding out the top 5.
Wow.
And then so your biggest riser inside the top 10 is going to be Alabama, jumping from 10 to 7. BYU drops from 6 all the way to 14. And that's what they call them that. And then Tennessee dropped 4 spots to number 11.
Well, their quarterback's Jewish, so he's BYU.
Have you not seen
crazy?
Have you not seen the BYU sweatshirts and all that?
No,
I've missed that,
dude. I'm sure some people in the
I can't believe
either.
Well, yeah, okay. I was well aware of this. I thought everyone knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've missed it.
It's like
not in
one
my
of the
algorithm.
greatest storylines of like the whole season. Like, and Mormon University rallying around a Jewish quarterback. It's awesome.
Okay.
Real camaraderie.
So real camaraderie. Looking at these rankings, Indiana's 10-0. Is it time to start taking them seriously, or like where are you guys at with them?
I still want to see what they do against Ohio State. They still haven't played anybody.
It's a crime that game is at like in the noon slate.
Yeah, big noon is
kickoff.
College football.
It's so stupid. In my
One,
opinion.
their show's just a knockoff of game day, and it's worse. And 2, they're making one of the best games play early in a Big Ten environment
of College Game Day,
where they're known for drinking and tailgating all day.
Where
you're making them?
Do y'all know where game day is
there
this
like
weekend?
6 a.m.
I don't.
No clue where game day
Your
is
mom's
this
house?
weekend.
Whoa! Heyo!
Heyo!
We are back, baby. They're gonna
They're
gonna be there for Indiana, Ohio State, so they'll be in Columbus.
Oh, but it's on big
fun.
noon kickoff. Okay, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
Battle
So yeah, you guys are like, I'm not sold on Indiana yet. Yeah, Alex, you said you're not sold.
Not
Andrew,
quite.
Where are you at with them?
Did you see the thing where they've played the bottom 8 of the 18 teams in the Big Ten before they're playing Ohio State this weekend? But that's pretty insane.
I didn't see that.
To answer your question, Austin, my one big headline is also related to college football. So we're gonna do a little tandem thing here. One of my favorite things about college football is the fact that we have a committee, because like the same hypothetical arguments that we would get into throughout the season, we're doing the exact same thing, even though we have 12 teams instead of 4. Like, we're still talking about how good Indiana is because they haven't played anybody. And you have some people making an argument that maybe a 3-loss SEC team should get over a team like Indiana, even though they're undefeated.
And the SEC championship game might be a detriment, if you lose, if you make it and then lose, It's crazy.
It's all these things. And it's like, I think it's awesome because when the season's done and like everything has shaken out, almost none of these discussions will matter, Like none of these hypotheticals will matter. Most of these teams will end up kind of working themselves out. You might have a few snubs because like we would have snubs, every year or so where it'd be like one or two teams that you felt like, oh, maybe that you could make a case that they should be in the top 4.
I mean, people talk about like March Madness snubs,
Exactly.
like, and that's 68 teams.
I mean, I remember getting really fired up when the Bryce Petty led Baylor Bears got left out of the college football
my
playoff
gosh.
for Ohio State. But then Ohio State with
yeah.
Cardell
And
Jones
them
ends
too.
up winning the national championship. So it's like, well, as a Baylor fan, you couldn't get that upset because they ended up winning the whole thing. Although I was very upset at the time. I don't know. I think this is kind of the great thing about college football because it's like we're arguing about where Indiana should be ranked, but they play Ohio State this weekend. So if they beat Ohio State, they're probably going to move up to like well within the top 4, probably 2 or 3 seed in the college football rankings. And if they lose to Ohio State, they might drop out of the top 12. Like it's the games are still going to end up mattering. It's just we're having the same hypothetical discussions that we've had, for years and years and years. And I think that's what makes college football so great.
agree. So, like, who in the top 10 do you think isn't going to be there come selection time, or top 12? Let's say, is there any team that
Miami
you look at and you
because SMU is going to beat them.
Oh, heyo.
oh,
They're going to
We
win the
have
whole
to see
thing.
Cam Ward though in the playoffs.
They could.
I
Miami
love
might
Cam
be able
Ward.
to get in with 2 losses, maybe.
But SMU's not in the ACC, right?
They are.
Oh, they are? Okay. Oh, they wanted to go in the Big 12, but TCU wouldn't let them, so they went to the ACC. Okay.
They missed
Right.
out on that. But yeah.
that's a better question. So, which SEC teams in the top 12 are not getting in? You've got Texas at 3, Alabama at 7, Ole Miss at 9, Georgia at 10, and Tennessee at 11.
I think 4 of the 5 get in.
Tennessee is probably the odd one out.
Who are they playing?
If A&M beats Texas, they're in.
Tennessee has
If they win the
UTEP and
championship game.
Vanderbilt left.
There's still hope.
Oh. Well,
And-
Vandy's playing good against rivals this year. So
Ole Miss has Florida and Mississippi State. Um,
A&M is the only tough game left out of those guys, and playing Texas.
Alabama
Like the
has
rest of those
Oklahoma
guys-
this week. That should be a cakewalk, and then they play
They got
Auburn. And
Oklahoma
then,
and then Auburn.
yeah.
Like the
Iron
rest
Bowl.
of their schedules are cakewalks now.
Honestly,
outside
I think
of-
the
I
only
mean-
one that I could see really kind of throwing a wrench into things is if A&M beats Texas. Because if A&M beats Texas, Texas and A&M would both have 2 losses. A&M would have the head-to-head. And then you could have a situation to where, let's say all the other teams went out. You go into the SEC championship, and I don't know who the top 2 would be out of Bama, Texas, Ole Miss, Georgia, Tennessee, and A&M, but they could all have 2 losses.
If A&M beats Alabama, or if A&M beats Texas, and everybody else wins out, then A&M plays Alabama in the SEC championship game. That's how it shakes out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah,
that's
so
We're
then you
all
get
rooting
into
for
it.
A&M.
Then you get into a situation to where, let's say A&M beats Texas, it's A&M versus Alabama, and you've got now 6 SEC teams with 2 losses going into the conference championship weekend. What do you do with that? You know what I mean?
right. It's like, so the loser of
crazy.
the SEC championship game, like, well, what do you do? What do you do with them? I mean, they made it to the SEC championship game,
Yeah.
but they
have
lose.
to lose. Nah, I think if you lose, you're out. If
The
you lose
SEC is pretty
championship game, you're out.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Alex. It's insane how like much parity there. Like typically there's like one SEC team that's just undefeated, dominating at the top, and then there's a couple that are pretty good. But this year, I mean, anybody on any given week could beat anybody. And
Well, Notre
that's-
Dame
that's
plays
the fun
Army.
part.
Notre Dame plays Army, not to,
Come
shift
on.
gears from the SEC, but they play Army this weekend. Notre Dame's 9-1. Army is undefeated. What if Army beats Notre Dame?
I don't think
agree
I've
with
ever
you
seen
on
so much
that.
parity across college football.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane this
This
year.
is,
Like I
like
get that every year
2006.
is crazy, but
Mhm.
to only have like 3 undefeated teams in the top 25, and one of them is a service academy, and one of them is Indiana, who hasn't played anybody. There's really only one real undefeated team in college football right now. It's pretty nuts. It's insane. This has been so fun, and I'm so sad that I haven't been on to talk about it more, but we're doing it now.
Yeah, I am too, but it's fine. You're unique with the excuses, and then that's okay. Life gets in the way.
Creed last week. That should have been my headline. Creed was freaking insane. They were so
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
They were so.
How so?
Oh yeah. What do you mean? How
Yeah.
so?
Well, I mean, I can guess, but like, go into detail.
Their music rocked hard. So
What?
they what?
At a concert? They played their music?
rock
Rocked hard. They did.
Concert?
So they ended with Arms Wide Open and Higher.
Next, you're going to tell me they did a guitar solo. They didn't do a guitar solo, did they?
Then their encores were like "Hold Me Now" and
you guys clap?
"My Sacrifice." Oh,
Hold
Absolutely.
me now. Oh, that's so good.
I still love that picture of Andrew, or that video of Andrew waiting on me to join the pod, and he's just saying, "Can you take me high?" And then he got pissed when I posted it. It was great.
I was not pissed when you posted it. I thought it was funny.
You're not. You acted
Yeah.
pissed, but you were really thought.
Yeah,
that's
no.
good content right there.
Yeah, anything for the clicks, right?
I almost wore my Rangers jersey to the Creed concert, but
You should have.
Should've.
I forgot. Like when
You
it came
should have,
time to
yeah.
go.
Are you shirtless?
Heck yeah.
All right, Rosie,
Scott Stapp's got moves, dude. It was awesome.
your one big headline.
Yes. Playoffs are coming up for fantasy football, so I didn't know if we were doing like a fantasy segment, so I thought I'd just get it in right now.
All right.
Start trading for these guys, or if you're in a guillotine league like I am, I'm still alive. My own league is fantastic.
I am in one of them. Have you liked my
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
my meme progression in the one that I'm out?
Oh, it's very funny.
Okay, thank you.
He
Check that chat.
well,
So
how do you even
Or-
describe that? It's like the
Okay, so-
the heaven meme.
well, no, hold on. We have to tell the whole story. So
Is it in
And
the one
that
that I
gi-
lost in?
yeah.
Probably.
So in one of the guillotine leagues, every week, and I'm still doing it in the second one because I'm still alive in that one. Every week before Rosie goes in and puts that the last placed person on the chopping block, takes away all their players, and posts a gif of the guillotine coming down.
Tradition.
Every week, yes, every week I post the picture of Joffrey at the end of season 1 where he says, Sir Ilan, bring me his head. Okay. And then Rosie comes in, chops her head off. Right. Well, 2 weeks ago, I got eliminated because Nico Collins got ruled out right before game time. Just brutal. Ended up losing by 3 points. I'm not still salty about it. I promise.
Hold it up.
It wasn't the worst loss of.
I'm holding
Yeah.
it up so you
Guillotine.
can describe it.
Yeah. Well, so 2 weeks ago when I got out, I posted this of the Joker from The
Oh,
Dark
that
Knight
one.
holding up the gun. Okay. So Rosie had to kill me. And then this week for the guy who got out, I posted Austin, you still got it?
Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
So I took all the profile pictures of everyone who's been out and I
Harambe meme.
tagged the person who got out and said, come join us. So
this
we'll
time.
add his profile picture to next week's.
Send it up to heaven.
Maybe I'll sneak Harambe into the background.
Harambe watermark. Yeah. Like
And the squirrel. You got to put the squirrel in there now.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Peanut.
squirrel. Yes.
dude, I missed all that. I don't know. I need to go look at all that.
But
Yeah.
anyway, all that to say, if you're in a guillotine league, you want to be looking to where you want to spend your money on the last weeks to see who to bid for and who not to bid for. So some good schedules that are coming up. The Falcons, their playoff schedule is Raiders, Giants, and Washington.
Ooh.
So if you can get like Bijan or Drake London, like I'd be going after those guys for sure. A dark horse, we have the Giants. I just trade for Daniel Jones in a couple of these. But if you want to start like
pickup,
If you want to
Done.
trade for or try to get Tyrone Tracy or Danny DeVito, hey, or Malik Neighbors, people that
Tommy
you actually want
DeVito.
to start, they play Ravens.
Wait, did you just call him Danny DeVito?
He said Danny DeVito.
Close.
Tommy? Sorry,
If you
Tommy.
have an affinity
Oh,
for Jersey
man.
Mike's, go ahead and
Not
trade
really.
for Danny DeVito.
But they have the Ravens, Falcons,
4-11.
and Colts. Ravens haven't been good against pass defenses and, okay against the run, but Tyrone Tracy catches the ball. So he should be pretty good. Some teams that you want to avoid. And if you can trade away these guys, I would do it like right this second. The Browns, they have an awful schedule coming up. And Jameis just got 395 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. So you can try to trade him away. But up next, they have Steelers, Broncos, Steelers, Chiefs, Cincinnati,
Tough
which is okay,
defense.
Miami, okay defense. But
Rosie, I feel like when you're reading off the stats like this, you got to do it in like the John Gruden voice from those TikToks that he does.
Nicey.
Jameis Winston, 395 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I'm not even going to attempt
up,
that. Maybe we'll have the goat
Dare
on.
you bring it?
Oh, that'd be great.
I I would also try to avoid the Chiefs if you can. Like Hopkins, he has a not great schedule in the playoffs. Browns, Houston, Steelers. They haven't been that good of an offense either. So if you can avoid them, and I wouldn't be trying to pay up for Pacheco when he comes back either. And then Kareem Hunt, your window to sell him was yesterday.
Who's Kareem Hunt?
Kareem Hunt?
Did you say who's Kareem Hunt?
I said who's Kareem Hunt? That's what you said.
Kareem Hunt, he plays with Danny DeVito. He's his henchman in the Batman.
I can't believe I did that.
There's like a meme in there somewhere. Like you create like a happy team. It's like
So, anyways, I started shooting. Or no, I
Blasting.
blew it. I was gonna say, so anyways, I started passing. But the bright lights, man. Sorry. Anyways.
Dad brain.
Yeah.
the making the goal lights shine brightest. Yeah.
Stadium noise.
Stadium Pulse.
No
I haven't
Bamba.
played a lick of College Football 25 since Call of Duty came out.
Alex, you got a
Yeah,
one big headline, or you want to just keep it moving?
SMU is pretty good. But yeah,
You
no,
got
I
any
don't really
Mav
have a
stuff for
headline.
us? You got any Mav stuff for
No,
us?
You could talk about
we
how
won without Luca. That was fun.
PJ Washington is the glue.
The
That's all I'll
Oklahoma
say.
City Thunder too. I mean, they've only lost 2 games before we played.
Third loss of the season.
Yeah,
you could talk about that report from
Courtesy-
Shams about Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. Did you see any of that?
What- wait, no, I didn't. What happened?
Out.
Break
Oh.
the news to me.
Are
Break
they
the
together
news.
now?
Maxey
So,
coming
you
We
know
have some
the
drama.
yeah, oh yeah.
out. No, they're tight. They're tight. He was just keeping them accountable.
So the Sixers are 2-11 to start the
Yeah,
year.
that's tough.
I don't know
That's-
how.
That's the process, folks.
They held a team meeting last night or Monday night after falling to 2-11. And Tyrese
Yeah,
Maxey
that
called out
usually
Joel Embiid for being late to all team activities and everything, citing how it impacts the locker room, other players, and coaches.
Dude, Maxey and Embiid have a history.
Feels
of,
like he
holding
should
each
get
other
called out for that. I
accountable,
think
though.
Maxey was in the right.
Like they've done that before publicly. Like I don't think it's that big
Embiid's
of a
just
deal.
a diva. He seems like a
Um,
terrible teammate.
They're tight.
We'll see.
Now
I think the rest of the world is wising up to the fact that Embiid is like just a plague in the association.
Yeah, he sort of
and-
sucks.
Steve Kerr was right not playing him in the Olympics.
I
No, he
can't
was bad
stand
in the
watching him,
Olympics.
man.
Yeah, his
it's
whole
just-
game is foul baiting.
It's brutal, and I think
Yeah, it's
like Philly fans keep holding out hope because it's like it's their guy, so they kind of have to be blind towards him, you know.
So Paul George, he comes back. I mean, did he miss the start of the season? I can't remember, or did he get
He
hurt
did,
really
yeah.
early on? Because he's missed. He's missed almost every game.
Yeah, he's missed a lot of time.
Sort of
You got to
forgot
think
about
that
Paul
helps a
George.
little bit. But 2-11 is a hell of a
2-11, man.
Terrible.
Like that.
Like the
Who are
Houston
their
And they
two
have that
wins?
one
2-11 now.
dude from Duke who does the TikToks, and he's like super feminine. It's bad. It's cringeworthy. Can't remember his name.
Jared
Feminine
McCain.
dudes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Alex
still
hates
posting those
feminine dudes,
TikToks, even though they're
apparently.
2-11.
All right,
Hey,
let's get into some
this is an
NFL
accepting
news.
podcast.
We've got to start with Daniel Jones.
What?
No, we don't.
No, we
don't have to
do.
start with
Is he
that.
going into the Hall of Fame?
Because I have a
Shut up, Alex.
He's going into
I-
the Hall of Fame
It's
in
too
everybody's
good.
hearts. That's
give
he's in
him 5
everybody's
years. He'll be going into the Hall of Fame at the New Jersey local enterprise office.
hearts. Hey,
Yeah,
he's
just high
just
school
Sam
or something.
Darnolding it. That's all he's doing. He's taking the Sam Darnold
There you go.
NFL path.
Sam Darnold got
Takes a
6
couple-
years of being a starter at his first spot.
I
Daniel
don't
got
know, but he's
5,
good now.
right?
It took Sam
No, it's
Darnold
been-
longer than
it's
Daniel
been 5
Jones
or
won a
4
playoff
years.
game.
Yeah. Against the team that now has Sam Darnold at quarterback.
Daniel Jones is in his 6th season.
Time flies.
So he got
By-
benched in his
by
6th
Daniel
year.
Jones.
He has
for a
started
third-round pick.
69 games. Nice.
Nice.
And he's benched. I don't know. I think he might still be good. I'm not giving up on him yet.
Andrew, can I get ahead of this?
Change of scenery. Change
Get
of-
ahead
Try.
of it, Rosie. Come on.
You
Come
might
on.
fumble on the end zone, on the goal line, but you can try.
That was
Might go
that was
60
so
yards
bad.
and then trip over the line.
Yeah,
Huh,
he
huh.
was pretty fat.
I mean, I've never given like an actual like QB analysis of Daniel Jones. Why I liked him is because he ran, and
ran
he was
so far
pretty
away.
good for fantasy that one year, and he has all the tools to be good. But actually looking at his game, especially this year where he actually has Malik Neighbors and Wandale and some other pieces, he just doesn't process very well. And
What?
that after 6
him
years,
dumb?
that should not be a thing that should be questioned. Like after 6 years, you should know that by now. Like you should know how to process defenses. He doesn't throw until the guy is open. That's his issue. He has the arm talent. He has the running ability. Like he could be good, and that's why I liked him so much. Is because I want to buy in to those type of guys, but he just doesn't have it there mentally. I don't think he ever will, to be honest. I don't think he will be another Geno or Sam Darnold. I think he's probably done.
Yeah, I think he's a career backup who somehow made it 6 years into the league before his team decided,
Figured
okay,
it
yeah,
out.
you're a career backup.
Honestly, we should put his agent in the Hall of Fame.
Hey,
Yeah, he got paid.
Give that.
yeah, he's set up for
If
life.
you're looking for representation in the National Football League, you need to hit that guy up.
He got paid off of that 2022 season when he led the
He was a
Giants
killer
to that
super flex that
incredible
year.
9-6-1 record.
Wild card
take it.
win.
But hey, he did come in 11th on the Comeback Player of the Year award that year, so it really was Hall of Fame worthy.
Hard to
So
come
good for
back
him.
from the top.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Nah, I'm out. I was back in for a hot second, a couple of games into the season. I'm out.
I mean, he's better than Tommy DeVito and Drew Lock, though. The only reason why he's
Yeah,
being
they-
benched right now is because they don't want to have to pay the rest of his salary
Correct.
if he gets hurt.
He's got injury clauses.
But
in
they
there,
wouldn't
too.
care about paying the rest of his salary if he was any good.
Right, exactly. But he
So,
is better.
That's not the
than-
only reason he's getting benched.
All
right.
right, would you rather have Daniel Jones or Jameis Winston as your quarterback? I think this answer.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. All right, let's
Ooh,
take
Jameis to the Giants.
bad quarterbacks. We would take over Daniel
Oh,
Jones.
Jameis to the Giants. That'd be awful.
No, they're gonna draft Quinn Ewers, and it's
Do you
No,
know
go-
how many yards Malik Neighbors would have?
Austin,
Jameis
Austin,
Winston was-
go through the quarterbacks. I'll stop you when I get to a starting quarterback that I would take Daniel Jones
All right.
over.
Okay.
Oh, I thought
Take
you
him
had it
over
pulled
Deshaun
up.
Watson.
No, I don't have a pull. All right, let's go Cooper Rush.
Well, he doesn't count. He's a backup. I think it's
I'm not
I
gonna
think it's a
take
toss
Daniel-
up. That
I'm
would
not gonna
be
ta-
that would be the equivalent of the quarterback battle in Vegas this year between Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell.
You think,
Cooper Rush, Daniel Jones. Yeah.
You think Trent would take him over
Let's go to the
Dak
bottom.
Prescott still?
All right, would you take Deshaun
He-
Watson or
he
Daniel
probably
Jones?
would.
All right, here we go. I got him pulled up. The top 32 guys. All right,
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson.
He's not a starter.
Well, he's not. Okay.
We
we'll
already
call
said
Deshaun
Jameis.
Watson or Jameis. All right. Will
Daniel
Levis.
Jones, because at least I know Daniel Jones didn't sexually assault a bunch of women. So next.
I said Will Levis.
Oh,
The Will Levis assaulted.
Dang, Will.
Dang,
man.
the breaking
No.
news. I'm making the call. Andrew
all he
has
assaulted,
scores.
all he
That's-
assaulted was a jar of mayonnaise, but sticking that
Yeah.
in his coffee.
Puts it in
Gardner
coffee.
Minshew.
I would take Daniel.
Just for the vibes, I would take Minshew.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams currently.
Caleb Williams.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Ceiling.
Anthony Richardson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron
Joe
Rod-
Flacco?
Also, speaking of quarterbacks, I'm the only person that's publicly backed Bo Nix on this podcast, and he's starting to look like the guy. Just saying.
He looks good.
Now that I'm looking at this, he
Yeah.
looks really good.
Maybe we'll get to that.
Maybe we will at some point. So, Or
Come on
maybe it's
next week
one
and
of
we
the
can talk
pods
about
that I
Bo
missed
Nix.
from like the past. Deal.
Oh
Deal.
man.
I'm in.
Um,
I'm in, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
no.
Daniel. Okay, so I did have a listener submit this theory that they
Derek
wanted us
Carr.
to talk about. Because do y'all really think that Danny DeVito is better than
Tommy.
I know that I did it on purpose. Is better than Drew
I
Lock?
wasn't sure.
Yes. I
You
think
do.
Yeah,
No.
He's
I
shown
kinda
more
think-
in the NFL.
he has.
Drew
shown-
Lock has a game-winning drive last year, man, against the Eagles. Not even a bad team.
Felt kind of lucky.
What?
I
does
think
Danny
that 3
DeVito
out of the
have?
Put on the
4
backpack,
I don't
Drew
even
Lock.
think
Done that too.
Andrew thought that the Eagles were a bad team the whole time. In his defense,
Well, when they played them, they were not a bad team, record-wise.
I did.
Drew Lock broke them.
He did.
it's one of
He
those
did.
Andrew.
All right.
like,
Well, maybe this
theories
maybe
that-
this discussion isn't going to be as
No, but
fruitful
they're
as I
not playing
thought.
Drew Lock because of his contract incentives. They don't want to pay him.
See,
True.
and this is what the listener thought, which I think I agree with. I kind of think they're playing DeVito because they want to lose the games, and it gives them a better chance of getting
That too.
Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward or take your pick in the draft.
They're gonna be. I don't know. I don't think this draft. is that
They're
good.
gonna pass on both those dudes and take Quinn Ewers. It's set in stone.
I don't. get
DeVito
Quinn
as a
Ewers
rookie.
personally.
In fantasy, anyway. Had a 5-game stretch where he was a top.
Is this real life?
No. But points, yards, those translate.
So it's just fantasy. Got it. Okay.
But
what,
he's been
what did
better
he
than
do?
Drew Lock, is what my point
I
was.
got that.
As a
Yeah.
rookie.
Okay. I mean, it's again, it's. I don't know if either of us or if any of us feel like very convicted, like we're going to be pounding the table for either Drew Lock or Tommy DeVito. I don't know if either really help the Giants' chances to win football games. They're probably going to.
Bucks, Cowboys,
they
Saints,
help 'em
Ravens,
lose.
Falcons, Colts.
They might beat the Cowboys. That's about it.
Yeah, but it would be Dak Prescott lost to the Giants, so I'm fine with it.
That's right, baby. Got to keep the streak alive. Got to
Gosh,
keep the
what
streak
a
alive.
terrible game! What a terrible game last night. So bad.
I
hung
actually
with 'em.
enjoyed it. It was fun.
They hung with him for a while, but I got a ton of Texans down here in Corpus. Like ton of Texans.
Yeah, you live in Texas, of course.
Well, but like down
Oh, fans
Close
of the
to Houston,
Texans.
not-
Oh,
fans
okay.
of the fans of the Texans. Yeah,
Who
Sorry,
happen to
sorry.
be
Continue.
Texans.
yeah,
Boom.
yeah. It's like, so I mean, I'm looking over at the Texans. I'm like, that's a pretty nice football team right there. Might just hop over.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
I'm
I
closer
mean-
in proximity.
The
By the
Cowboys
that
are
stadium's
just.
probably nicer than Jerry's World these days. I mean, the roof's
Did you
falling
know
apart.
that
curtains.
across?
That was
Did you know that across all the major like professional sports leagues? So MLB, obviously, NFL, NHL, NBA, MLS, and I think WNBA as well. Every team in the calendar year 2024 has won at least one home game, except for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep. USA's won like 3 times. That's their field, not the Cowboys.
I
Still
also
America's team.
Texas A&M won a game in AT&T Stadium.
Yep,
They
they won
played
that.
the
once.
Canadian national
Yearly
team won a
Arkansas
game
game.
in AT&T
The
Stadium.
Lions.
That one's tough. That's
Jake
tough.
Paul won a boxing match in AT&T Stadium.
A rigged boxing match.
He was pulling his
Should've,
punches after round 3 because he rocked Tyson twice, and then was like, "It just the optics
Yeah,
of
but
beating up a
Tyson wasn't
58-year-old
pulling
man."
any or throwing any punches. He was just biting his glove.
Well, yeah, because he got his shit.
He was
rocked.
hungry.
Oh, sorry. Bleep
Need
that.
some
in
ears.
round 3.
Yeah, the Cowboys are a mess. Like,
We all knew
I
they
don't
were gonna
know.
be bad, but like,
oh, I knew. Yeah,
Hey, Cowboys fans, just watch Tankathon and do your draft. Get your draft studies in. That's what I
it
say.
won't matter, Alex. Like,
Why aren't they playing Trey Lance?
No, there's always next year.
because
I
we
don't know
what Trey
why.
Lance is at this point.
I mean, in their defense, it's not like
No,
they
we
gave up
don't.
serious draft capital to get Trey Lance. So why would they even bother trying to see what they've gotten him? Oh, wait, they gave him a 3rd-round pick.
They literally
Almost as bad
paid
as the
more for
4th for
Jonathan
Mingo.
Mingo than they got for Amari Cooper.
The thing that I thought was so telling is, and because this is completely true, whenever they traded for Jonathan Mingo, I saw someone say that you couldn't even get a 4th-round pick in a dynasty league for Jonathan Mingo.
Yeah.
Facts.
And a 4th round pick could get you basically anything.
Probably on the waiver wire in most leagues.
I'm gonna look on Sleeper how much Mingo's rostered.
Let's go
in.
guess. I'm gonna go 3%.
I bet he gets a
3%
Cowboy
roster.
bump. I bet he's like 11%.
Okay, what do y'all think?
9%. I'll be in the middle.
Much higher.
9. We
There's
got
a
a
lot of
9
dynasty
and
leagues out
there on
11%,
Sleeper.
guys. So we're guessing 9
There's a
goes
lot
like-
of stupid
and
deep
11%.
bench leagues.
Yeah, it's a lot
No
higher
one
than we
got
thought.
that.
If it's ESPN, then it's
Was
probably
it like
9 or 10.
32%?
A listener's gonna get this, and it's gonna be awesome.
Sleeper is 62%.
That's what I thought.
What?
That's what
Yeah.
I said. 62%. Did you guys hear me?
Idiots. 62% of Americans are idiots.
Hey, we're not trying to get political here, Alex. Take it easy.
That's not even political. It's fantasy.
Someone say the DNC. What?
Okay, no, all right, and all right. In our defense, I'm in a keeper league on Sleeper, so it's not Dynasty. And if I
Like a
click on
15th
Mingo for
round
that league, he is rostered in 3% of leagues.
Hey.
So, That is more in line with what we thought.
that is what I said. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so cynical about the Cowboys now because it's just like it's not going to get better. Like they could draft Travis Hunter, they could bring in Bill Belichick, whatever. Like
I want Vrabel so bad.
Could get better.
Did you see some of
I
Jerry's
want Mike
quotes
Vrabel.
last week about a
He's got
former
Joe
player
Biden level quotes.
and how he thinks that they'd be a great NFL head coach someday?
Dion came out today and said, "I'm not leaving," but that doesn't matter.
No. He's talking about
Jim
Jason
Yeah.
Witten.
Schlossnagle said he wasn't leaving. Oh, really? Oh, no. That's like
Yeah.
the Jeff Saturday equivalent. Jason
Witten's
Witten's
coaching Trent's
high school
high school
football.
right now.
Is
Yeah.
he even doing well?
Yeah, they were in the
Probably
state
not.
championship last
It's a
year.
private high school, Alex. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
that doesn't count. Yeah, they're not playing real
Right.
ball.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hear that, Trent? You didn't go to a real high school, according to Alex.
You paid for it, didn't he?
Trent's like, I'm a real boy.
Hey, Republicans are trying to
You
get
can go to
everybody else
public
to pay
school.
for it now with their school voucher program, but we don't have to get political.
You already did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
man.
aligned with you on that, but yeah, let's keep it moving.
Just go
Yeah,
back
the
and
Daniel
start.
Jones thing, I think it's going to be one of those things where we're going to look back in like 2-3 years and we're like, wait, he started how many games? He played
How do we
how
get
many
back
years?
on Daniel Jones?
You won a playoff
We're
game.
talking about the Cowboys.
I'm
I
gonna.
don't want to
think
talk about the Cowboys. I want to take my victory lap, Alex.
Yeah, let's move to a
I'm gonna
different
think
game.
about
still-
Daniel
we're
Jones.
still
every
doing
single
All
Can
right,
we
all right.
move?
Let's we'll move. Okay, we'll move on. Goodness.
He sucks. We
Um,
get it.
He does.
You were right.
Let's talk
Not
about the
his fault.
AFC
I was
because
wrong.
what?
I
Nothing.
said
Go
you
on,
were
man.
right. I was wrong.
Let's talk about the AFC because we had, the marquee game, really the afternoon slate through Sunday Night Football was just incredible. Like you had Chiefs Bills, which was awesome, and then you had Bengals Chargers, which looked like it wasn't going to be awesome, but then it ended up being awesome. And I want to spend some time talking about the AFC because I think it's infinitely more interesting than the NFC right now. Because you look at the top and you've got the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Ravens. And then outside of, well, actually, the Ravens are down to the 6th seed now because they lost to Pittsburgh. But you've got Pittsburgh in there, you've got Houston, and you've got the Chargers. And like that's your top 6. And then you kind of figure out, okay, who's going to be the 7th seed? Is it going to be Denver? Is it going to be in Indianapolis? Could the Bengals or the Dolphins make a real run at it? Which I don't really care about those discussions right now. I more so want to focus on those top 6 because I think we all would have thought going into the year, maybe not, but like it seemed like it was going to be Buffalo, Kansas City, and Baltimore, just kind of based on what we knew. Maybe we thought Buffalo would take a step back because some personnel things. This was kind of a gap year program for them. But they look as good as ever. Pittsburgh is 8-2, and the Chargers, like that Sunday night game. Go ahead.
You were the only team. You were the only guy on this pod who thought the Chargers were going to be good. You remember the preseason pods? We were all like,
"Yeah, I was
"Who's
the
he
only
gonna
one who
throw
had him in the
to?"
playoff." Yeah,
And
Should have believed in Jim Harbaugh more, I guess.
I had no belief in Jim Harbaugh.
coach.
I didn't think he was a good
coach.
NFL coach.
they look good.
Honestly, like
And
I
Pittsburgh,
had a
who saw
bet.
Pittsburgh coming?
I had a
Nobody
bet
saw
with
Pittsburgh.
a coworker that the Chargers wouldn't get 11 wins, which I thought was ludicrous. Like there's no way they were not good last year. But honestly,
They
like
still might fumble the bag, though.
yeah, they might.
Our
But
It's the Chargers.
the fact that they're in that conversation with how bad the team was last year, they have statistically the best defense in the league right now, which is absolutely insane with what they're working with.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like a fool for doubting Justin Herbert. Like he
Yeah.
is an incredible quarterback, top 5 in the league easily. That throw
Yeah,
across
what
his
he's
body
scored,
to
yeah.
Quentin Johnson for the touchdown was
The
absolutely
Quentin
insane.
Johnston leap has been awesome. And
Lad
what's his-
Don't
McConkey's
trust that.
coming along.
Lad
too.
Yeah,
McConkey.
Lad's the guy.
It's like you took Eckler out, right? And then all of a sudden, all these guys. I mean, because they did what every team should do, which is trade your old wide receivers and make
Yeah,
draft
get
picks.
new
See, I think that they
Yeah.
could actually
And-
make a Super Bowl run if they had a guy like Keenan Allen. I said when the trade happened that
True.
was awful for both teams, and honestly, yeah, it's looking like that.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like,
for
pat
Keenan,
yourself
too.
on the
He's
back,
probably
Rosie.
pissed
I just
about
look
that.
at this top 5, top 6.
After
and
the
I'm like,
Daniel
man,
Jones
we-
thing, I gotta.
We all had like New York up here. We had Cincinnati up here. And just like the fact that Pitt and Los Angeles are up here it's insane. Like, I think
Pittsburgh's
we all thought
dangerous too with that defense,
Yeah,
and
the
they're going to be at
defense is
home
insane.
if they
Well,
just
Russell
keep
Honestly,
Wilson
that's
looks
what I think
vintage.
is like interesting about the AFC because the Chiefs have a really good defense, and honestly, that's why they're 9-1. It's not really the offense.
Yeah.
The offense has not been incredible, but you
Patrick
give them
Mahomes.
literally all the benefit of the
Mid.
doubt in the world because they have Patrick Mahomes. So
mid.
that's
The
fine.
regular season doesn't matter with them.
2024 Mahomes is mid.
Playoffs
mean, it's
2024
it's
Mahomes is
true.
TBD.
Yeah, but if you're power ranking teams you least want to see in January, it's Mahomes and the Chiefs, and then it's everyone else.
Nah, I think this is where their
With
magic
Pacheco
runs
back.
out.
Dude, stop.
No,
Like,
They were not
We've-
good last year.
we can't do this every year. Okay.
no, this is the end of their
You
first
said this
time.
is the year that the Magic runs out and they're
Alex.
9-1.
I mean,
They're 9
I
and
said
1.
their
They
first
just lost to
dynasty.
the
They're gonna be
Bills.
back.
Like,
Who
no,
with Dylan Raiola?
Their point
No,
differential
Mahomes
isn't
is
that
still
great,
going to be there. It's just
but-
going to be new receivers and new tight end and all
Can't
that.
call it a new dynasty then.
you
It's like the Patriots
gotta.
have 3 dynasties. Same
They've got to.
thing.
They've
It's the
got to
same timeline.
be. They've got to be beaten
Like
in the
3 eras,
playoffs.
bro. 3 eras.
They,
Who has
No,
3
this is
dynasties?
the end of the first era.
The
dude, the loss
The
against
Bills, the Steelers.
the loss
the
against the
anybody can
Bills
knock 'em
on
off this year. This
Sunday
is the year
was
to
their
knock 'em
first
off.
loss since Christmas
We
Day
thought it
of
was
last
year.
year.
This year.
I just refuse
Well,
to bet
They
on
should have lost
anybody
more
but-
games. They lead the league in 1-score wins. So
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
fluke.
Like,
Yeah,
Luke.
they find ways to win games, Alex.
no, this is it. This is the year.
Alex, I
They've,
can't believe you
they-
flipped
you
on
look at
this.
those 9 wins, and they've won each of those games in a different way.
I
mean,
can't
I don't
believe
care.
that Alex just said this is when the magic runs out on the Chiefs. I like that
He's
is
making the call.
that
As
is
in, they're
the
not going to win the Super Bowl
craziest
this year. They'll
thing
be
that's been
back
said
next
on this
year, but-
podcast in quite some time.
Nope.
So if they don't win the Super Bowl, that's the end of an era.
We did say
Yeah,
that.
they've won the last 2 Super Bowls.
End of an era.
That's it. But they'll be back next year.
They've won 2 of the last 2 and 3 of the last 5.
Alex was saying this about the Tom Brady Patriots when they lost that first Super Bowl to the Giants.
I'm the Max.
End of an
Kellerman
era.
podcast.
when the Cowboys didn't make the Super Bowl in
Give me
'94.
Iguodala.
Alex, inside of his dad, was like, "The Cowboys are done."
Inside of his dad.
I'm glad I gave you guys a clip.
Wow. That's crazy, man.
I'll be the Chiefs hater on this podcast.
Frame that in the
Whatever.
Hall of Fame with dumb takes. Gosh,
Freezing cold takes.
They won't
Freezing.
win another Super Bowl
Arctic level takes.
until at least 2027.
I mean, like they're beatable. It's hard to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, that's their standard. They're on the Brady
Dude,
path.
The age-old adage is defense wins championships.
Now they're going to lose again this weekend.
I don't even really want to get into the point I was about to make because this is incredible. Like,
What you think they're going to lose to the Panthers this weekend?
Oh, I didn't know there was the Panthers.
No,
They've
he's
got
making-
Panthers Raiders the next 2 weeks, and then they play
Well,
Chargers.
Bryce
Bryce Young
Young's
is on
looking-
fire.
Hold on, Bryce Young's taking some steps. Maybe.
No,
oh my
they're
God.
going to end the year
Coker and all his
15.
coke
They're
head.
going to end the year
NFL
14-3.
doesn't make sense type of game, you know.
They're going to end the year
Panthers out of
14-3
nowhere.
and get the 1 seed. That's well, I'm looking at their schedule. I'm like 14-3 sounds about right.
Well, okay. What I was gonna say before, just
Stupidity one.
I'm sorry. No. I am honestly, I love the take because
Yeah,
I mean,
whatever.
this is like the Max Kellerman,
Gold.
like
Sometimes
Jimmy
Martians
Iguodala.
pointing the death beam at Earth. I want Iguodala. It's
I mean, if he's
incredible.
open, he still might make it. You know?
Oh man. I think the AFC is so fun because you've got these incredible offenses in Buffalo and Baltimore. But then you just have these smothering defenses in Pittsburgh and Los Angeles and Kansas City, where it's like, I don't know, man. I compare it to the NFC, where the NFC is just like, is anyone going to beat Detroit?
I
like-
think the NFC is more
Right.
fun.
Dogs.
Of course you do. You're a Lions fan.
No. Like Lions aside.
You
Like
guys
the-
get to break records on outscoring your opponents and outgaining and all this stuff every
Hey,
week.
at least the 7th seed in the NFC isn't 500. Say
Exactly.
that.
Like it's going to be a 10-win team. There's so many great teams in the NFC right now. Like the NFC West is a bloodbath.
Yeah,
Anyone could win
It'll be
that
a
right now.
war.
It's so much fun.
gonna be.
And then the
a-
NFC North, like no one can lose other than the Bears. Haha.
But is any NFC team going to be favored in the Super Bowl outside of Detroit?
I
I
think
mean,
the
who
Eagles
cares if
could-
you're favored in the Super Bowl? To be honest, it's one game.
But I'm just saying, like you talk about, oh, hey, look, the 7 seed's going to have 9 or 10 wins. Like if let's remove the Super Bowl aspect out of it. Let's just talk like currently is Philly or Arizona or Atlanta. I'm just going down the list. Minnesota, Green Bay, Washington, or the Rams. Like, are they getting favored against on a neutral side right now against Buffalo, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Kansas City? No. Right?
Yeah, not right now, I guess.
Yeah,
But
probably not.
Eagles are turning it on, and then Packers are still a young team, and then Vikings.
Packers aren't good.
They're good.
They have an okay defense.
They have a
create
very good
turnovers.
defense. And then Jordan Love is playing out of his mind, but then throwing a lot.
Yeah,
of
but he
interceptions.
throws too many picks.
But then if the Niners
Hey,
did make the
Hey,
playoffs,
that's my boy. That's been my boys from day one. Stop.
like the Niners are just losing really weird games where they're dominating the whole game and then still lose. So
They have a
if they make the
tough
playoffs,
next few
like
games.
what was that?
I'm out on the Niners.
So they have a tough next 2 games: the Packers and the Bills back to back.
I don't want to see him in the playoffs, to be honest.
Nasty.
Yeah, I think this is the year from hell for the 49ers.
The Niners, you don't want to see them in the playoffs, but you do want to see them in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Apparently. So
Yeah.
No, like as a Lions fan, I would not want to see him in the playoffs because they're a good team.
Yeah, the NFC
Experience.
doesn't want to see him.
question
All
mark.
right. I'm gonna say this, Rosie. But this is we're saying this into the void, so this is not jinx worthy or anything. So I don't want you to get scared or anything like that. Okay. So this is just think of this as like the purge is going on. So what I'm saying doesn't have any effect. It doesn't matter.
This
okay?
sounds really jinxy.
There's no one you should be scared of in the NFC.
As a Lions fan,
As a Lions fan. The only team you should be scared of as a Lions fan is the Lions. Because of all the history and all the crap that you've gone
that's
through.
done, man. That's complete. They've broken
Jared
so many
Goff is the
curses.
guy.
Don't say
So
that.
I
Ever
wouldn't be
since
scared of
Peyton
Philly.
Manning exercised the Bobby Lane curse, it has been uphill from here.
this Lions team is just
Fun.
a
It's lot of
wagon.
fun.
They're the only team in the NFL to beat another team by 38 points or more, and they've done it 3 times. Like last year, they were a very good team, but the one thing that you could like nitpick about them is they let bad teams, back in. Like they played poorly against bad teams. This year, there's really no holes. Like coaching wise, like they just don't step off the gas pedal.
No.
Good teams, bad teams, throwing 5 interceptions. Like there's nothing they can't do.
Yeah, they're a wagon.
There and what I was saying about their cornerbacks at the beginning of the season, like, yeah, it was you could point to that on the defense and be like, well, I don't know how this is going to go. They have given up a lot of yards to receivers, but I don't think they've allowed more than 1 passing touchdown in a game this year.
Is that true?
I think so, yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. But yeah, I think the AFC it's so fun because like teams like Pittsburgh and the Chargers have to be taken seriously because of their defense. And
And the
Pittsburgh's
Chiefs.
8-2.
Dallas.
Like you want to go, I mean, the Chargers will probably be the 5 seed. They'll be the highest ranked wild card. Or I guess maybe Baltimore could be, but you want to go into Pittsburgh in late January against that defense against TJ Watt? Like that does not sound fun. That does not sound fun at all. All right. Oh, this is just total TDs. I was wanting to look at. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I think the AFC is a
Chargers
lot of
schedule
fun.
is fun over the next 3 weeks, and then it gets easier after that. They've got Ravens, Falcons, Chiefs
Yeah,
back to back. That'll be tough, but yeah, 5 seed seems reasonable for them.
it's It's crazy the Chargers are doing this in year 1 of Harbaugh because
Dude knows how to win.
they're only going to get better. Like, they're going to draft better. They're going to be bringing guys in free agency. Like, it's really a lot of the same personnel as last year. And the only real differences are guys that they let go in free agency and then bringing in the 2 running backs from Baltimore, right? But that doesn't really explain the fact that their defense is giving up like less than 15 points a game.
I think they've been playing a lot of bad teams, though. Like, I want to give them credit. I think they're a very good wild card team, but they have no shot of winning the Super Bowl.
No, I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I think they definitely have a chance of beating a team that we all think is better in the divisional round. And you're like, wait, how are they in the AFC Championship?
Kind of like,
you know what I mean?
Texans didn't make it to the championship last year, but kind of
like that. Yeah, totally. So I think Harbaugh is so much fun, and I think it's kind of funny because like Jim Harbaugh seems to be just like the golden child of the NFL right now, whereas like John Harbaugh, Ravens are kind of puttering a little bit. They're the most penalized team. Justin Tucker can't make a kick anymore, and it kind of feels like they're spiraling a little bit. Yeah.
They play each other this week. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Monday Night Football. That will be fun.
Is it Monday night? Okay, I'm excited for that.
You guys have any thoughts on the Bengals? Because it just seems like
it makes no sense to me.
It sucks.
Their defense is really bad.
Yeah.
It seemed like a passing of that Sunday Night Football was a passing of the torch moment between Herbert and Burrow of just all the what if scenarios, because all of Herbert's career has been like, well, imagine if, we had a better defense. Imagine if this or that, you'd always use those things to defend him. And now it's like, well, imagine if Burrow had T. Higgins for the whole year. Imagine if he had a defense. He's putting together an incredible season, but people are going to look at the record and be like, well, why isn't he willing them to a better record? And it's like, dude, he's trying. Like the throws that he and Herbert were making on that Sunday night game.
Insane.
I wish they could play every week, to be honest.
It was a clinic.
That was such a fun game.
It was a good table setting, I think, for like one of the best QB matchups that we're going to get in just a little over a week, because like last Sunday night you got Herbert versus Burrow and it was just awesome. And then Thanksgiving afternoon you get Cooper Rush versus Tommy DeVito. It's just, man,
palate cleansers.
Just smiling through it all. Can't believe this is my life. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, turned on for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of getting turned on, Austin, should we play a little Jeopardy?
Let's do that. That'll be fun. All right, let me share my screen here, guys.
Head on over to Spotify if you're not currently watching on or listening on Spotify, so you can
video pod,
look at
you
the
guys will get some of this.
Jeopardy board. All right.
So here's what we're gonna do. All right, you must wait until I read the entire Rosie. Dang it!
Just want to see if it worked.
So I will take answers in the order in which they are buzzed, one answer at a time, and then we will cycle back.
Should we have our own word or something for a buzz?
You got to click.
No, we got to do it for
you
the
click
listeners.
The buzz button.
Awesome. We have to do it for the listeners. So we got to click and Rosie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Everybody come up with their
Buzz
own
looking
word.
alien. That was so good, Alex.
That was good. Rosie, quit clicking it because I have to reset it.
We're not aiming for the truck.
Oh, no.
All right, so I think for the sake of order, so that everybody gets the chance to press at the same time, you must wait until I read the entire question. Does that sound fair to y'all?
Okay.
Yes.
Austin, are you going to keep
you
the
must
score?
Wait. Yes, I will keep the score down here where it has the score boxes on it. Okay.
Oh, that's what that is. Thought those were batteries.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
one is the
mean-
1 plus 1 at a time? So you got to go up to 500.
Shut up. And we'll do double Jeopardy at the end,
Okay.
or
For me when I'm behind.
you can bet however much.
Okay.
All right. So I tell you what, here we go. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20.
Rosie. 3.
Rosie, quit buzzing in. Oh yeah, I guess you guys are buzzing in. Okay. All right. Rosie says 3.
4.
Damn it.
Okay. Alex.
7.
Say 5. Oh no, you should have
right.
said 5.
Dang it, the number was 6. All right. Alex and Andrew, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 50.
It was actually 6. What the heck?
Yeah, it was. 'Cause
Between
there's
1 and what?
1 and 50. Reset the buzzing.
Rosie.
Andrew, 25. I don't know.
1 and 50.
All right, Alex.
26.
The answer was 27. All right. Alex, you get to pick our first category.
So hold on, just to
Okay.
clarify. So we have to say our buzz and click the button.
Wait.
I will go based on whoever clicks the button first.
Okay.
But for
That
the
is what I would
audience.
go on.
So
For
we
the
don't
audience.
have
For
to
the
say
audience.
anything.
Yeah, you're just buzzing in for the audience.
Alex, you
I will
should
also
definitely say
repeat
something.
who buzzed in first.
Okay.
So for the audience, I'm going to read the categories. So we have Thanksgiving records, Dallas in November, iconic moments, America, and college football on Turkey Day weekend. All right. So again, I will go based on who buzzes in first. So this is going to be a visual medium. However, I will announce who is the first to answer the question, and I will go in order based on who buzzes first. You must wait until I read the entire question to buzz in. Everybody clear?
Yep.
Yes, drill
All right,
sergeant.
guys. Yes. All right, Alex. By the way,
Let's
I kind of looking at the questions. I was like, this is kind of hard. All right, Alex, go.
let's start hard and go with college football on Turkey Day weekend for 500.
All right, this is
Ooh.
one of the hardest questions. on the
Rosie,
board.
A&M.
All right. The
Excellent.
earliest Thanksgiving
Excellent.
Day series of games took place from 1876 to 1881 between Princeton and this Ivy League school.
Andrew,
This is all right. Andrew,
Harvard.
That is incorrect. Alex,
Yale.
that is correct. Let me go.
Oh,
It is
Let's
Yale.
go.
All right.
Oh, it shows up at the bottom.
That's cool.
All right. We're going to
right.
continue. All
all
right.
right. You got to
Alex.
reset the buzzer.
Oh, yeah. I got to reset
No,
the
I didn't
buzzer.
reset
Gosh,
the
this is
buzzer.
going to be a
Okay,
lot of
good.
clicking on my part. Alex, what?
You haven't
Let's
reset it. You
go.
have to reset all buzzers.
You buzzed.
Oh,
it.
yeah. I'll try to hit that.
You hit.
Oh,
yeah.
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 Yeah, okay.
Alex.
Buzz. America for 400.
400. All right. This pathetic excuse of a nation also celebrates American Thanksgiving. All right,
Dude, that's
Rosie.
400.
Germany.
What?
That is incorrect. Alex.
Canada.
It is Canada. Correct. All right.
You didn't say what is.
Start. Hot start. I
Neither
didn't say
did
what
you.
it was either.
All
Well, I
right.
got it
Resetting
wrong.
all buzzers.
No, you don't have to reset that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I did. All right, Alex.
All right, let's go iconic moments for 300.
Ooh, we're
Pattern.
making the diagonal here, folks. All right. This AFC coach became famous in 2013 for interfering with a kick return as he was standing just off the field along the visiting team's sideline while Baltimore's Jacoby Jones broke free on a kickoff return for a potential game-breaking touchdown.
Buzz.
Andrew.
Who is Mike Tomlin?
All right. That is Mike Tomlin, correct. Resetting buzzers. All right, Andrew, next.
Would you also have accepted Jason Kidd?
I guess that's true, except Jacoby Jones was not.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Yeah.
Um, in order to prevent Alex from going for the tic-tac-toe bingo, let's go
Ooh.
Dallas in November for 200.
All right.
Blocking him.
This Mavs legend at Dallas in November grabbed an astounding 25 rebounds on this Wednesday before Thanksgiving in 2014.
Oh my gosh.
It actually should have said Holland 2013. It's 2013.
Hmm.
That's what I did. All right, Rosie.
Dirt.
Nope.
Oh, Crap.
Think of the 2013 Mavs.
Yeah. He wasn't
It's
on
been a
it.
while.
Gosh.
Legend, you say?
Yeah, legend.
It's a legend. It's a Mavs legend. Mark Cuban let him walk.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Tyson Chandler.
It is Tyson Chandler. All
Oh,
right.
I thought you said on the Mavs. I guess you just
This
said
Mavs legend.
So he wasn't
was
current.
on-
He was on the Knicks at the time.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what.
I was kind of I was thinking like you were, Alex, but I thought maybe.
Yeah, oopsies. You were correct. Sorry. That was a misleading
Okay.
question.
Okay.
It was only 200 points. All right, Andrew.
Let's do
Go.
America for 500.
All right, America.
gotta
for
reset the buzzer.
500.
Reset the buzzer.
Yes, you are correct.
Mine says Buzz. Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah, I didn't buzz.
This early U.S. president refused to recognize Thanksgiving, claiming it was a violation of the separation between church and state.
Ooh, shoot.
Buzz.
Andrew.
Who is Barack Obama?
Early U.S. president. That is incorrect. Several presidents have
Dang
refused
it.
to recognize Thanksgiving, but early U.S. president. We will keep going back through the buzz order. So
I don't even
Is
know,
it
dude.
someone that we would?
it's insanely early. The same guy cut pages out of his Bible. If that helps.
Cut pages out of his Bible.
Alex.
Was it the
I don't
Trump
know.
Bible?
Thomas Jefferson. I don't know.
It is Thomas Jefferson.
Wow.
Good job, buddy. All right.
Just keep it-
But wasn't
Reset.
didn't Abraham Lincoln establish Thanksgiving as an American holiday?
So it was established as an official American holiday. However, it had always kind of been recognized.
A federal holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a federal holiday. All right. Alex.
Thanksgiving
I can-
records for 400.
Hey, hold on. Before we do this one,
Yeah.
how many questions do you think we get to before Rosie gets rid of his goose egg? Should we take some
Ooh.
guesses?
Ooh.
Over under.
I'm gonna
3.
go
We're
under.
currently at 5. I think a good line is 7.5.
Dang,
or
that's a lot
8.5.
of questions. I mean,
Let's go 8 now. We're at 5.
oh, I thought you like the neck.
I'll go over.
I'll get this
Yeah.
one.
Over 7.5. All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's a
All right.
big
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
records for
fan.
400.
As a
That is
Lions
correct,
fan,
Alex?
he's not historically
Yeah, that's
fond of
yeah, that's what it was.
Thanksgiving.
All right, Thanksgiving records for 400. This Buffalo Bills running back holds the NFL record for most rushing yards on Turkey Day with 273. Rosie,
Fred Jackson.
that is incorrect. Alex,
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson. All right.
He also holds the record for running backs who have killed 2 people.
Most double
I thought
homicides.
he was on the Broncos.
Yeah.
Josh Allen just recently passed him for most rushing touchdowns in Buffalo Bills history. So shout
Hopefully
out
that's
to
the
Josh.
only record he
Hopefully.
passed him on.
Yeah. Still working on
All
that.
right, Alex. Alex, doing well. Doing very well.
Yeah. I guess I'm a Thanksgiving guy. Let's go college football Turkey Day for 400.
I think this is the second hardest question on the sport. Except you might get it. Dubbed the game of the century, this contest took place on Thanksgiving in 1971 between Oklahoma and what
Whoa.
Big Ten team?
Whoa. Okay.
Alex.
Nebraska.
That is correct.
No
Wow.
way, dude.
All right.
Alex is
Nice.
smoking us.
Alex is cleaning up. All
It
right,
is now.
so for
It
you
has now
guys,
been 7 questions.
This is the line.
Well, it's not
Who
fair.
I think we all took the over. All right. So for the audio medium listener, the current score after 7 questions is Alex in first place with 2,200, Andrew in second place with 500, and Rosie in dead ass last with 0. All right.
You're not allowed to say that.
All
Well, you
let's
don't
go
say
with,
It's a phrase.
I'm going to give
All right,
Rosie a
Alex.
softball. Thanksgiving records for 100.
All right. Here we go. This receiver holds the record for most receiving touchdowns on Thanksgiving with 11.
11 touchdowns. Oh, on
Buzz.
just Thanksgiving.
Andrew.
Who is Calvin Johnson?
The answer is Calvin Johnson. Come on, Rosie. All right.
I was trying to decipher the question.
That's perfect.
I
I would've had that.
included
Perfect.
Lions questions in here for
Yeah, that's
you.
perfect.
What's the next one?
I like
All
this
right,
game.
I don't know. Andrew,
Let's
let's
do Thanksgiving records for 500.
For 500. All right. This AFC team lacks any traditions at all, being the only NFL team to have never played on Thanksgiving. All right, Rosie.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
It is the Jacksonville
That's
Jaguars.
what I thought. That's what I thought.
Rosie
that one
on
did
the
stick out for some
board.
Let's go, baby.
Well, they don't celebrate
right.
Thanksgiving in London, so that
London.
makes sense.
All right, Rosie, let's go.
Oh, where I get to pick.
First time.
Let's go
Half-
Thanksgiving
half the
records
board
for
is packed
300.
out.
Thanksgiving records for 300. Here we go. This Cowboys quarterback holds the single game passing yards record on Thanksgiving Day with 455 yards. Andrew,
Buzz. Who is Tony Romo?
that is incorrect. Rosie,
Who is Troy Aikman?
that is correct. Rosie,
Wow.
sneaking in
got
the
jumped,
second
Andrew.
place. Dang. Rosie talked a lot, or Andrew talked a lot.
I absolutely would have said Tony Romo first, though.
Yes.
Yeah, it's I
Rosie is
could have
on
swore I saw a
or-
455 yard, 4 interception game from Tony Romo on Thanksgiving.
Tony Romo is actually third on the list, I believe, when I was looking. He had like 400
Behind Cooper
Dak
Rush?
second.
I forgot who second was. Maybe like Matt Stafford.
Dak
Andy
might have
Dalton?
followed on.
Yeah,
One of-
Stafford.
One or two.
No. It was somebody that's not a Cowboys quarterback.
Oh, okay.
I see.
All right. Rosie.
Trevor Lawrence?
Let's round it out. Thanksgiving records for 200.
Thanksgiving records for 200. All right. This NFL team holds the record for most Thanksgiving Day appearances with 83.
Buzz.
Oh, dang. Andrew,
Who's the Detroit Lions?
that is correct. All right.
And
Rosie
Andrew
now tied.
surpasses Rosie.
Tied.
Or we're tied.
Tied.
Hey.
Learn to count.
Man,
Tie goes to the
presumptuous
runner.
there.
I
right.
was preparing for the next question. Let's do America for 300.
America for 300. All right. This retail giant is the sponsor of the Thanksgiving Day parade every single year. Rosie.
I might have busted in too early.
I
Is
don't
it
know. I wasn't
Macy's?
looking. It is correct. Macy's.
Yeah.
All right. Rosie, category.
College football on Thanksgiving Day weekend. 300.
For 300. All right. This rivalry named Clean Old Fashioned Hate is played between two schools from what state?
Oh gosh.
Guys.
Not a rivalry any of us are familiar with. This might.
Guys.
Old fashioned hate.
Clean Old Fashioned Hate. All right. It's in the South.
Well, duh.
Buzz.
No.
Andrew.
It's not Texas versus A&M, is it?
No, that would be the Lone Star Showdown. Alex.
Sorry, I had forgotten what the rivalry was called since A&M chickened out and ended it.
If Texas wasn't such
Vanderbilt, Tennessee.
No, that is incorrect. Since Rosie has not buzzed in,
Oh, I
Andrew, we'll
buzzed.
go back to you.
I buzzed.
All right, Rosie, you just buzzed in.
Oklahoma versus
This-
Oklahoma State.
No,
Nope,
it's not
that would be
SEC.
Bedlam. All right,
Um,
Andrew, you're up. South.
Auburn versus.
That is the Iron Bowl. Incorrect.
I wasn't
Alex.
going to say Alabama. I was
guessing
going to say
Auburn's not in it,
UAB. Goodness.
I'm
Yes.
moving on. Alex.
See, the only other one I'm thinking of is Ole Miss, Mississippi State, but that's the Egg Bowl. Is it not?
Can't
Final
comment
answer.
on that, given that it might be another question.
Oh, so it's not this one. Okay.
Alex has forfeited his guess. Rosie, you're up
Yeah,
next.
I don't know.
Is it LSU versus
Nope. Andrew.
Are the teams in the
Tennessee versus Vanderbilt.
All right, that's already been guessed. Alex, here's
Are
a
the
hint.
teams in the NFC?
It's a
Hint,
swing
hint.
state.
Kentucky.
Oh, I'm next.
Oh,
Kentucky
can I-
versus
Rosie-
Louisville. No,
That's
no.
incorrect. Rosie, the guess is to you, and I think Andrew has it.
Georgia versus
That
Georgia
is
State.
correct. It is Georgia versus Georgia Tech.
Tech. I said Tech. Georgia's the state.
Well,
though.
you
He said Georgia
from
State. That
what
doesn't
state?
count. No,
It-
no, no.
It says
The question
no,
is
it
the
says
state.
from what state?
The state of Georgia State.
The state of
No, I said
Why
Georgia.
did Kentucky was a swing state.
I don't know
All
about all
right.
that.
Rosie got a little bit of a stranglehold on Andrew now, who was talking a lot to start the game.
Coming for your.
For the
Are there
audio
still
medium
points on the board?
listeners,
Are there
it
still
is
points on the board?
Alex in first at 2,200.
Yeah,
Rosie
been a while,
in
though.
second with 1,400, and Andrew in 800, who hasn't also gotten a question in a while. All right.
Two
Rosie,
questions ago I
it's to
got
you.
actually, but that's
Yeah,
that's
it's been
okay.
it's been the longest for me, but I had a hot
Yeah.
Uh,
But go off,
All
King.
right, I'm just-
PowerPoint
I'm just
presentation
talking.
for 400. Iconic moments for 400.
For 400.
Conify that PowerPoint presentation. You know what I mean?
All right. On Thanksgiving Day in 2001, this band took everyone higher in what might be the greatest Thanksgiving game halftime show of all time. Andrew.
How?
AT&T Fiber, baby. Give me Creed.
Creed. Shout out AT&T Fiber.
So let's go there.
Andrew jumped off sides.
Let's watch us game. Come on,
Hey, I
let's
finished
go
the
there.
question and looked. All right, Andrew. Let's go.
Take me higher with iconic moments for 500.
Ooh, we going big. You guys might not want to leave this question for last. On Double Jeopardy, it's kind of a softball. All right. 3 catches, 3 touchdowns, 163 yards. Who? Rosie.
Calvin Johnson.
That's incorrect. This might be the most
Catches.
iconic stat line in NFL history. I'm shocked Andrew doesn't know it.
3 catches.
3 catches, 3 touchdowns, 163 yards on Thanksgiving Day. Alex.
Terrence Williams.
Incorrect.
Dang it.
Buzz, who is Des Bryant?
That is incorrect. Going back to Rosie.
On
NFC
Thanksgiving
North.
Day?
That will be the NFC North.
Who was Jason Witten?
No.
That's
Oh,
incorrect.
reset,
Alex,
reset,
you're
reset.
next. Alex is next.
Oh, I know.
I go in order.
Oh,
On
Bit of
Thanksgiving
prey.
Day.
he's got to
Thanksgiving
answer,
Day.
man. He's stalling. Come on.
I don't know. Odell.
5,
All right, my
4,
turn. My turn. He said
3.
I
Odell.
guess Odell. That was wrong.
2. No, Odell is incorrect. Andrew.
My turn. Randy Moss.
Yes. Randy Moss is correct.
Forgot about him. For the
All right, well, I
Vikings.
didn't-
Which
I didn't-
Randy
yeah,
Moss?
he was on the Vikings. Yeah,
Okay.
the Vikings, Randy Moss.
All right.
All right.
Which
Andrew.
one's a double Jeopardy?
Well, let's not make this
Oh,
one the
yes,
double
that's
Jeopardy.
pretty sure.
Let's
Okay.
make this one the double Jeopardy because
So
this one
don't.
is.
So save the Dallas in November for 400 for the very end.
Yeah, save that one because
We're
this
doing
one
double
is a
Jeopardy
stupid
right now?
softball.
Okay.
No, we're not.
No, I just wanted to make sure I
No.
didn't do it. Let's do Dallas in November for 100.
For 100. All right. This Cowboys quarterback has the most Thanksgiving wins in franchise history with 6. Alex.
Troy Aikman.
That's incorrect. Rosie.
Tony Romo.
It is Tony
What?
Romo.
Well, that's the only
I
record.
was
he's got
definitely
on
to say
Troy.
Troy Aikman.
Hey, Tony Romo was like 6-3 on Thanksgiving Day, which I believe is the best winning percentage for any Cowboys quarterback that's played more than like a couple games.
Yeah, but how many rings?
All right, Rosie.
Iconic moments for 100.
Iconic moments for 100. This Jets quarterback became famous on Thanksgiving Day in 2012 when he famously ran into the back of his own offensive lineman and lost the ball in a play now affectionately known as the butt fumble. Rosie in
Mark
first.
Sanchez.
The answer
Mark.
is Mark Sanchez. Good job.
Marky Mark.
Iconic moments for 200.
Iconic moments for 200, guys. All right. In a 1962 low-scoring game, which was 10-0, dubbed the Thanksgiving Day Massacre, this Packers quarterback was sacked by the Lions 11 times. Alex.
Is it Brett Starr?
That's
Bart.
not Brett Starr. No.
Bart.
Rosie.
Darn it.
That's the only
Rosie?
quarterback I know from back then.
Yeah.
I need you to say the answer.
The answer.
I need you to say the name of the person that is the
1962.
I don't
correct
know.
answer.
I was
Yeah, I have no clue.
Guys, it's
The
not Brett.
quarterback
What?
for the 1962
Guys, the guy's name was not
Packers?
Brett Starr.
Bart
Bart Starr.
Dude, I wasn't alive back then.
Alex said Bart Starr, so we're giving him the points. All right, it is Bart Starr.
That's what I meant. Not Brett Starr. Bart
Yeah,
Starr.
give it to him. He
Bart
hasn't
Starr.
scored in a while.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, man.
Gotta help the
Dang.
brother
All right,
out.
so for the audio medium listeners with 7 questions left, Alex in first place at 2,400. Andrew with a narrow lead at second place and
Wait, what?
1,700, and Rosie. Well, Andrew with a narrow second place lead on third place at 1,700. and
Yeah,
Rosie in
I
third.
thought Rosie was ahead of me.
Rosie is
That's
at
n-
1,600.
that's next question.
Oh,
can
okay.
see-
Sorry, I need to
You
get my
can s-
readers
you
or
can
something. I couldn't
see-
tell.
You can see here,
Jeez.
sassiness penalty.
it.
We're gonna start subtracting points.
Might have
All right,
to throw a
who got that
flag
question?
soon, dude.
Alex did. All right, Alex. Remember, save this one. You can pick this. one.
400? Say 400?
Pick it.
Yes.
Pick it.
Save 400 because I picked
Pick it.
500
Mer-
as a dummy.
Nah, America for 200.
America for 200. All right. Survey says that 75% of Americans of age enjoy this red beverage every Thanksgiving. Andrew.
What is wine?
Red wine. That is correct.
He didn't say red wine.
Well,
Well,
said
the
red
color was
beverage.
red. It was implied. You said Georgia.
I was
State.
gonna say cranberry sauce.
I
Drink.
of
I love me
age,
some cranberry
you
sauce.
have to be
man.
21 plus to enjoy cranberry sauce.
I love cranberry sauce.
All right. Andrew, let's go.
do America 100.
46 millions of these birds die every holiday season in the name of gluttony. Rosie.
Oh no
Turkeys.
way.
Turkeys.
That is incorrect. It is buzzards.
It's turkeys.
Damn it! I knew it.
All right, Rosie, pick the category, man.
College football on Turkey Day weekend for 100.
For 100. All right. This annual contest between Ole Miss and Mississippi State played every Thanksgiving is named after this protein.
No
Man,
way.
Alex even
The
said
Egg
the answer
Bowl.
earlier, and Rosie
No
got confused. That is
way.
the Egg Bowl.
I would have had no idea.
Rosie's jumping off sides.
No, I'm
Rosie's
not.
that
Same.
he's that
Yeah.
he's that Chiefs offensive
Hey.
lineman who does a false start on every snap, and you just
I
don't
am not
notice it.
seeing the answer. I'm looking, and I'm not seeing the answer until I finish reading the question. So let's do some reflex tests on you too. All right, Rosie.
Let's round out Turkey Day. 200.
All right, what is the name of the play that shocked the world in the Iron Bowl in 2013? Andrew.
What is a kick six?
It
No.
is the kick
Wait.
six.
Oh, you said Iron Bowl.
I didn't know.
Auburn's gonna win the football game.
Auburn's going to win the
Rest in
football
peace.
game.
That was on Thanksgiving.
All right. That was
Weekend.
Thanksgiving. Well, Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
Dallas
I was fishing for college football question.
in November 300.
300. This Texas Ranger slugger was born on November 15th, 2001.
What?
I put him at age 23.
Yeah, I can do math.
4 days ago, this Ranger celebrated a birthday. So you could judge that it's not Corey Seager or Marcus Simeon, but maybe
Yeah.
somebody that's younger
Yeah, but it's not the guy.
and
you
is good at
think.
hitting. Since I said slugger,
Buzz.
Why, Andrew?
Well,
Come on, Andrew.
Wyatt Langford.
It is Wyatt Langford. I didn't think anybody was going to answer. All right, that is correct. Come on.
I was going between him and Josh Young. I
Yeah,
thought
but
Langford
he
was
stayed in
younger than
college for a
23 for
while.
whatever reason.
Langford
Okay.
is 23. He just turned 23, which may be why you thought he was.
Alex and I are tied at the top.
You guys should let me
Oh,
get this one.
All right, with one normal question left, a 500 one, and then
Ooh.
the double Jeopardy question left, which is code for everybody bets everything that they have. We have a tie at the
What
top
if I don't want to?
with Andrew and Alex at 2,400 and Rosie at 1,800. So since we have said the order of questions for this, we're going to go ahead and go with Dallas in November for 500. Speaking of Dallas in November, this president was assassinated in Dallas, Texas on November 22nd, 1963.
Dang it.
500,
Andrew.
dude.
Ask
Hey,
not
every sport-
what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. It is
Why is
John
he
F.
Russian?
Kennedy.
It It is
How
John
was
F.
this
Kennedy.
500 point? This is a 100-point question.
Well, it was me being stupid. Okay, Alex, come on.
Everybody knows this.
It's okay.
It couldn't have
Somebody
been
might not.
100 because that would insinuate that it was only one bullet. So it had to be something more than that.
That's true.
It had to be at least 200, given that there were at least 2
Secret
shooters.
Service shot him.
Yeah.
All right. So here's how this last question is going to work. All right, you will text me your bets and your
All in.
answers to this question. All right. Rosie is obviously all in.
So,
So go ahead
then
and text me.
we all need to go all in, right?
Is everybody all in?
Unless Rosie gets. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think
Andrew,
that's because because there's no cash to be won for this thing. So yeah, why not?
sure. All right, everybody's all in.
Well, did you know? Austin would slip you a 10.
Right, everybody's all in. All right.
Correct.
Here we go for 400. And what is the hardest question in this category, actually? This Dallas Stars player scored 4 games in a game on November 14th, 2013, marking the highest single game total by any active Stars
gosh.
player.
You monster.
You guys saved the question that I was saving for Trent for last.
You told us
You
to
don't have to
save this
buzz in.
one.
Well, yeah, because I knew the
Because he
JFK
knew we
one was
wouldn't know it. So parody.
parody. guys have to
Whoever
text
calls
me a
Trent
name.
first is allowed to use his answer.
Veto, no calling Trent.
Can I look it up on Google?
No. You guys have it's
I've
8:56.
already
You guys
buzzed.
need.
Oh wait.
You don't have to
is he
buzz.
still
I said
playing?
text me the correct.
Oh, we
All
have to
right,
text it to you?
I've said that 4
I
times.
thought we were buzzing.
No, it's double. It's
It-
like Final Jeopardy. All right, I'm starting my
Uh,
clock. You guys have to text me an answer in the next 30 seconds. We're at 3, 4, 5.
Gosh, I have no idea. What is this?
Then you lose.
I don't know. Sure, we'll go with that.
All right, everybody has submitted their answer.
Miro Heiskanen. Final
He
answer.
wasn't- he was like
Only
12.
one person got this correct. Only one person did.
Wow, someone got it right.
2 of the answers were the same. All right.
Oh, no.
That's probably mine.
Yeah, that's
Both
probably mine.
Alex and Rosie guessed Jamie Benn. Which
Oh,
wasn't
wait a
correct.
second. Wait a second.
Andrew
No.
guessed correctly.
Oh, wait, really?
Tyler Sagan
Oh,
Leading
dude,
that
I just
at
had my
go.
5,800 points.
wow.
He wins. And
Wow.
Rosie and Alex are tied for
I
last.
can't believe
Austin,
Andrew
read my
was
zero.
talking.
second guess.
I was so
Wow.
confident.
I saw your second guess, but it doesn't matter because it wasn't your first
No,
guess.
but like, yeah, that was my next guess.
Wow.
So we're gonna go
After
ahead
all
and
that
just subtract.
smack Andrew was talking, Rosie took that lead, back when it was like 800 to 600, and it ended up mattering. Wow.
Wow.
Crazy.
Sort of like
Wow. So,
Daniel Jones. Career.
For you audio medium listeners out there, the final standings, Alex and Rosie tied in last place at 0.
Was 0.
And Andrew with the victory at 5,800, the largest winning score and making the Call Jeopardy history, and the
This is
largest
like the
deficit
second game?
at 5,800. This is at least the third game because we did
Wow.
Dallas Jeopardy and
Yeah,
then we
it's
did
the
one
third
other
one.
one.
Well, this
Yeah,
is the
last
end of
everything was
Andrew's
fine.
dynasty. Let me just say that right now. The magic ends right here.
I believe that
Cool. That means I'm
Andrew's
going to win the
won at
next
least-
one.
Andrew's won at least 2
I think
because
you're
I got
right.
second
Nerd.
in one of them. I don't know.
Well, my name
All
is
right, guys.
Andrew Robertson. I would like to answer the question.
I like to answer the question.
Oh,
I
Have
do
the
think
full
that
name on.
My
the
name is
buzzer-
Rosie, and I got tied for last in Jeopardy.
time for last. Do you think that the buzzer element made it truly fair? In the past,
I wish it made a noise.
Yeah, the noise would
noise
have
might have
helped
been funner
audit,
for the audio.
all
We
of
tried to
Rosie's
make it
false
work.
starts. But
We tried to make it work, but I was watching. I promise. So,
can I just
think
say,
it's
I'm
fine.
so glad that some of my friends joined the podcast this week because it was lonely last
All right.
week. So
So sorry, Andrew.
glad you guys are here.
yeah, It's been fun. I forgot how much.
Hey,
I knew
breaking
this.
news: Rob Manfred might actually have a competent bone in his body. Wants the
Damn.
league to. This is breaking news. Manfred wants the league to take control of local TV rights, so MLB can launch new blackout-free national packages. All
Ooh.
6 MLB teams with Diamond have deals that expire no later than 2028.
Come on, Rob.
Ooh.
Maybe we can grab a beer.
Rob, if you outlaw local blackouts, I will lobby
Might
for
be
you to
one.
be commissioner for
You
the
might-
next 20 years.
That might notch him ahead of Adam Silver's quickly falling down. Rob,
I
this could be
think
your trajectory moment.
Trent has said some good things about the NHL commissioner, so I think he's number one. I think
cursed Canada.
Adam
Of
Silver's
course he's
number
great.
2.
I don't know if you can put the NHL guy
And
number
then
one.
I think you I gotta put a Goodell above Manfred if I'm being honest. I don't know. Manfred sucks, but the pitch clock did happen, so I don't know. It's a
he
tie.
gets rid of the
Crazy.
blackouts, though. He could start a trend
Yeah.
where all the blackouts in every league go away.
Yep.
Kind of
Amazing.
Agreed.
Gosh, I hope so. It'd be awesome. What'd you say?
Nothing.
All right, I'll go check this
probably.
transcripts
Listeners.
later.
Yeah.
All right, the dad joke this
That's-
week
That's not great.
as we wrap this up. Wait, hold on. Just tell me this. Is this something I need to go back and bleep?
No. I didn't say it.
Go listen for yourself.
I'll tell you
Alright.
after the pod.
All right, I'll go take a look. Yeah, tell me after once we wrap. Dad joke this week. You ready for it?
Yeah.
I accidentally changed my car's GPS voice to male. Now it just says, it's around here somewhere. Keep driving.
Ouch.
Nah.
Can we get another one?
Nothing?
Please tell me you have another one.
My brother had to quit his job as a weightlifter because he wasn't strong enough. He handed in his 2-week notice yesterday.
That
A little better.
was better.
Both sort of light.
Should we do another one?
Hey,
Sure.
Alex, that was good. Sort of light. Because it was
What do you get if you cut a policeman's head into 4 pieces?
Minnesota.
What? See, that one's already better than the punchline.
Police headquarters.
Ah,
Yeah.
that was good.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. My son asked my wife why I make noises every time I stand up. She told him it's because I'm a grown man.
4 times the
gotta find
charm.
one.
I don't know.
We gotta find one we can end on.
What do you call a laughing motorcycle?
What?
A Yamaha. Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good.
They make that,
I was in on
they
that
make
one.
that
That was
sound.
fine.
You just like it because it was
Exhaust.
loud.
They have the exhaust straight pipe.
It's like a
yeah.
Yamaha.
Oh,
that
no,
had
no, no.
battery
We're ending on
problems.
this one. So the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight, what was that, Friday night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Failed.
Did you hear that
Yeah.
on Saturday, Mike Tyson woke up a superhero?
No, I didn't.
He was Thor.
There we go. Very Thor.
Oh, that was
See, where was that one? Like teed up.
Yeah.
that was,
All
that
right.
was so good.
That'll do it for this week's episode of Making the Call. Thank you, of course,
Excellent.
to Alex and Rosie and Austin for being on this week. We will be back next week in some capacity, breaking down all the action from this upcoming slate of NFL games. I know it'll be Thanksgiving week, but we will certainly have a podcast at some point next week. And whatever that looks like, we will be here in your feeds. The only time this year we have taken a week off was because we were waiting for the results of November 5th. We wanted to see, NFL trade deadline and which players are going where. So there's too much uncertainty in the nation
Yeah.
to do the
Everyone
podcast.
was
So
tuned for that. Yeah, that was the first college football votes. Or
Yeah,
Those
there's
CFP
just-
rankings. Yeah.
we were
first
waiting to
time
see
we
how the
saw all
votes came.
12 on the screen.
We were
Pretty
waiting
cool.
to see how all the votes came in, on the committee,
Important scoring.
seeing
Austin made his voice heard. A&M.
We were in there for a hot second.
All right. Thanks, Austin, for putting together Jeopardy. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Rosie, for being my motivation. And I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of the week. And we'll see you next time. What'd you say, Rosie?